Hey finders, welcome back to Fortune Finds. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. This palette retails for, if I can open it, $27. Look at all these beautiful shades that you get in it. A lot of pinks, a lot of purples, and you know, mauve tones. This looks great for people with brown eyes, so you guys know I'm all about it because anything to make my brown eyes more exciting is a plus for me. I really do love these shadows. I think they blend beautifully. I think the colors are phenomenal. I'm a really big fan. And this is the eye look that I'm doing today, if you guys couldn't guess. So if you're interested in this eye look, I'm going to be showing you guys that. The rest of my face, I did recently do a video on this. This is how to achieve a flawless makeup base when you just have dry, cracky, cranky skin. So if you're interested in that, I will link that video down below. But today we are focusing on the eyes and nothing else. Very quickly, before we get into it, I do want to remind you guys to please subscribe. And while you're down there, right next to the subscribe button, there is a bell button. So be sure to click that. This way you get a notification every time I'm uploading a video here on my YouTube channel. I upload Mondays and Thursdays. And I think my new upload time is going to be 8 p.m. Eastern time. So without further ado, let's stop babbling and let's get on to the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions eyeshadow palette review. This is what it looks like. So pretty. I love it so much. I'm going to grab a blending brush. This is the JH32 and I'm going to hop into this brown shade right here. And we're just going to warm up the crease. I did put concealer on my eye and then set it using a little bit of translucent setting powder. So that is how I primed my eye today. So starting off in the corner and just going in circular motions and then bringing what's ever left on in towards the inner tear duct. These do blend really nicely. I enjoy this palette and I love the colors in here. Like, what is there to not love about this palette? I don't know. This color is really speaking to me, so I'm going to take this dark, like purpley brown shade right here. This is a Luxie 243. Just grabbing that in there. And I am going to tap off the excess just because this is a dark color and I don't want to get it all over the base of my face. And I'm just going to keep this to the very outer third of my eye. And I'm just patting it and then like swooping it in to blend it out. I'm just patting it and like pressing it and pushing it in. Hop back into the brown and I'm just gonna put it higher in the crease. Doing the same thing we did initially when we went in. Just blending. Grab this pink right here and grab it on my ring finger. And I'm gonna pat this on the inner portion of the eye where there's no shadow. You can stamp over the beginning of the purple just to blend them in a little bit better. Oh, and that's so pretty. I love how that came out. I'm going to take my opposite finger on my opposite hand because I feel like you can control better and do the other eye. And I love how like feminine and pretty this palette is. It's so pretty. Then in the middle, I want to brighten it up a little bit to really bring attention to the center of the eye. So I'm going to grab the lightest shade in this palette. I'm going to take it on a different finger and I'm just going to put it in the middle of the eye. Sometimes, honestly, it's better to apply shimmers with your finger. I'm a really big fan of doing this. And see how that just really makes the center of the eye pop. Same exact thing on the other side. Just pressing it into the skin. That blending brush that we've been using, the JH32, I'm not going to apply any additional product. And I'm just going to smooth out that crease. Pencil brush, JH38. And I'm going to grab that matte white and I'm just gonna highlight the brow bone with this. I love highlighting the brow bone with a matte shade. I feel like it ties the look together a lot more than a shimmer. It's a personal preference and I'm just putting that all under the brow bone, even like in the front of the tail. I want that to be a little bit whiter than it's showing up. I'm actually gonna hop into my BH Cosmetics Studio Pro. I did a whole video on this, so if you're looking for contouring and highlighting powders for super cheap, you get 10. It retails for less than $15. I did do a video on this recently. I will link that video down below. You guys can check it out. Grab the white shade in here and just look at how much this white pops. Oh my god, I love this. This is like the best white highlighting shade. I love it so much. Honestly, I would buy this palette again just for this white shade. It's crazy. I'm gonna take that lightest shade, the shimmer shade, on that same brush, and I'm just gonna put it on the inner corner of my eye. Shimmers definitely do apply better with a finger than they do with a brush, so that's just something to note. If you don't like to use your fingers when doing a makeup look, you're not gonna like this palette because the shimmers go on so much better. I mean, let's go ahead and let's damp this brush just for curiosity's sake. I'm just using my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, and let's see if we can get this to pop a little bit more. I mean, I think that definitely helped a little bit, but still not as good as if I were to apply this with my finger. I'm gonna take that JH32 blending brush again. I'm gonna hop into this brown shade. I'm gonna tap off the excess, and I'm just gonna shade this under the eye. I'm not really concerned about like if it looks messy or not. I kind of want it to look like just blown out. It doesn't really matter if it looks perfect. I kind of like a messy under eye. Luxie little long blending brush. I'm gonna grab that purpley brown shade that we used, and I'm gonna keep this to the very outer third of the eye, so just right here, and I'm just doing exactly what I did before. I'm just pressing it, and then like grazing it under the eye. Same thing, pressing and grazing, pressing and grazing. Going back in with that blending brush that we used with the brown shade, I'm just gonna blend this out. That pink that we used for the inner portion of the lid on that same pencil brush that we used to highlight the inner corner. And I'm gonna keep that right underneath the pupil. Right underneath the pupil. This is gonna help the eye look a little bigger and pop a little bit more. Curl the lashes using my Tweezerman curler. Throw on my Younique Moodstruck Epic Mascara, just a black mascara. I really do like this, but it kind of goes all over my face. I like what it does for my lashes. And for the lips today, I just wanted to keep it simple. I think the skin that I did for this how to do your makeup with dry skin tutorial looks so luminous and like dewy. I wanted to keep the vibe going with my lips, so I just threw on the Ciate London Lip Lustre lip gloss in the shade Wildfire. This is beautiful when you have a full face beat. This is beautiful when you have no makeup on at all. This is just an overall win for me. So if you're curious, this is what's on the lips, what I'm wearing today. And if you do want to watch that video, again, I will link it down below. All my dried skin Betties out there, if you have dry skin and you struggle with putting makeup on, that is a great video for you. So I will definitely link that one down below. I really like how the eyes came out. As you guys saw, it was really easy. It was really simple. I am a huge fan of this eyeshadow palette. I think it's the perfect size. You can literally bring this anywhere with you. I do really gravitate towards purples and mauves just because I think it's very complimentary for brown eyes. As you guys saw, these blend really well. I think they mingle really well together. They don't all just blend into like one smoky look. You can see the different shades in the eyeshadow look, which is always a plus for me. There's not a lot of fallout. There is some fallout in the pan, but it's nothing crazy. It's not like you need to go in and wipe it down with a makeup remover wipe or a paper towel. It's really not a big deal, but you guys know that stuff doesn't bother me. But today I did do my face first. There's no fallout on my face. I think you guys know I'm a fan of this. This definitely gets my stamp of approval. Again, it is $27. You can get it at Sephora. This comes in a bunch of different shades. There's an emerald one that's like all greens, but this is the one that I bought because I felt like I would use this one the most. And I just, every time I look at this, oh, you're so pretty. I'm such a fan. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Down below, leave me some love in the comments. Do you own this palette? Are you gonna buy this palette? What do you think about this eyeshadow look? I love it. I think it's really pretty and it's simple. If you guys recreate it, please be sure to tag me. I will link my Instagram and Twitter handles right here. I'm very, very active on Twitter. Love Twitter. Also, Instagram stories, I'm in them a decent amount, but I do need to get better at posting. But the new algorithm has me all fucked up. So I'm just not a big Instagram poster, but I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying to be better. Be sure you are subscribed and also click that bell button. This way you get a notification every time I'm uploading a video here on my channel. I had a wonderful time as always. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, Finders. Mwah.